Welcome to Red Eye. I'm Greg Gutfeld, or as I'm known in Ireland, Meryl Streep. Let's go to TV's Andy Levy for a pregame report. Andy, what's coming up on tonight's show, Old Sport?
Thanks, Greg, and I can feel one of my turns coming on, America. Our top story tonight, some hard-hitting reporting from the New York Times reveals that some Democrats who live near Mitt Romney's La Jolla house don't like him. Thanks, New York Times. Plus, when is an airplane the wrong place for a married guy to hit on a woman? Well, probably always, but particularly when the flight has Wi-Fi. And finally, we've got the inside scoop on reports that Happy Days actress Erin Moran is broke and living in a trailer park. Inside scoop is journalism talk for making stuff up, right?
Thanks,
Greg?
Andy.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
All right. Wow, little attitude there.
Go away, please.
Well, at least you're making it obvious.
Please go away.
You go away.
Go away.
I'm the boss. You go away first.
Go away.
Let's welcome our guest. Well, she's hotter than a sauna built inside a volcano on the sun. I'm here now with Harris Faulkner. She anchors Fox Report Weekend, Saturdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox News Channel. You should check it out. And he's so sharp that ninjas use him to kill people. It's Bernard McGurk, executive producer for Imus in the Morning. And in Thailand, he's considered a luxury item. It's my repulsive sidekick, Bill Schultz. And if hilarity were a turkey, I'd stuff him every Thanksgiving while my in-laws watched. Should have done that tonight. Sitting right here, comedian Sherrod Small.
I got my ninjas in Paris, and they going gorilla.
That don't make no sense.
That was kind of unnecessary. You're already trying to hijack this show. All right, his readership fades while he drinks the Kool-Aid. It's our New York Times correspondent. Good to see you again, Pitch.
Ninjas are from Japan. Today on something called the New York Times Online, The Choice offers some summer reading suggestions for college-bound high school graduates. As for me, I'll probably re-examine Tolstoy's War and Peace, Chekhov's The Seagull, and while I already started perusing it, I cannot in good conscience recommend a book by E.L. James called 50 Shades of Grey. I picked it up because I thought it was about the many shades of me, but it's not.
No.
It's so not.
All right, then. He shouldn't be president or a nearby resident. Yep, Romney's neighbors in La Jolla, California. Yeah, I said it. Don't want him near the White House or their house griping about the midster in their midst in a story in the New York Times Home and Garden section, where I get all my political news. The GOP candidate bought the beach home 4 years ago, and renovations have driven the locals loco. As the paper of record observes, quote, the elderly woman next door complains that her car is constantly boxed into her driveway. A few houses over, a gay couple grumbles that their beloved ocean views are in jeopardy. And down the street, a widow grouses that her children's favorite dog walking route has been disrupted. So Mitt hates old people, gays, and widows.
I knew it.
One neighborhood person tells the Times, quote, the only thing he wants, small, is government and taxes. He likes big houses, big families, and big religion. What a monster. Meanwhile, my neighbors have started to complain about the ice cream truck I drive on weekends.
The scariest thing I've ever heard. God, make it stop. Oh, they're speeding up. They're speeding up. They're trying to get away.
No ice cream in that truck, just a lot of scratching noises. Bernie, good to see you. Okay, this was a hit piece in the home section, so it's really not a political story.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that the New York Times would do something like that. At least the Washington Post, they put it on the front page. They had the onions to put it up front, and there was some substance to it. I mean, he bullied a kid and caught whatever it was. It was a prank. There was something there. There was nothing to this. Not only that, look what they say here. He has moved into a neighborhood that evokes modern family far more than All in the Family, as though he wants a neighborhood that he wants to be Archie Bunker in his hood.
Exactly.
And then they interview these gay people. They don't like that he's against gay marriage, highlighting their intolerance towards his point of view. If you ask me, they are the bigots.
Exactly. The shoe has now.
But you know, I heard that one of his black neighbors said something nice about him.
Oh, really?
No, he don't have black neighbors. Listen.
I think he ought to challenge him to a rap star.
Really?
Yeah, just throw like the biggest party he could ever throw.
But see, that's the great thing about having a Mormon neighbor, is that you don't have these massive parties because their families are already very big. They don't need to have parties. They don't drink. They don't smoke. They're the perfect neighbor.
He could invite all the neighbors, give roof access to the reporters. Just it's on like Donkey Kong, block off the streets because of the valet ring he's got going. and then just party like a rock star. And then when they get ready to go, pass out blueprints of his new 11,000 square foot home.
She said party on like Donkey Kong. Did you catch that?
I caught it. I gave it a pass. I give her a pass.
Are you giving her a pass? All right, Sherrod. According to the Times, Romney told a guy who was smoking pot on the beach to knock it off. Was that guy Barack Obama?
I hope so. First of all, Romney seems like that dude, don't he? Like, as soon as you're smoking one, a nice doobie on the beach, here he comes with his rich face and his nothingness. He annoys me.
Why do you hate?
Annoys me.
Why do you? Don't you want to be
Because
rich?
it's the beach, for the love of God, man. Everybody don't own their own private beach. Let one dude smoke a doobie on the beach.
That's an apocryphal, a little anecdote they stuck at the end of the story. But probably furthest thing from the truth.
I think Romney probably just smoked it with him. I don't think he's a total bad guy, but don't, interrupt some working class dude smoking on the beach that he don't own.
This is exactly the narrative, and I hate to use that word that the New York Times wants this young man to believe.
Well, exactly right.
You bought into the story, and I feel bad for you. Bill, the real story here is that the house was once owned by your own nemesis, Richard Gere.
Was it?
Yes.
I don't understand how Richard Gere can own anything. He's a Buddhist. He doesn't like things. He should be in some sort of hovel wearing a loincloth and trying not to think about men. As for Romney, him living next to a bunch of gay dudes, not a story. Him busting some guy smoking a joint on his private beach, that's a story. That makes him annoying.
Marijuana was legal, actually, in Southern California for medicinal purposes.
Yes,
so these people just need to start
The guy
coughing.
must not have had a medical
I
card.
think the big story here is the story. That's where it is. I mean, this is what it was in. Have you ever
It's
read?
a non-story.
Have
I
you
give you
ever
that.
read this section? I want to show you what's in this section right now on page 3. I have it
Page
upside
3
down.
is beautiful, actually. It's a beautiful
Upside down.
house.
They tell you how you can create a delicate pruning shrub miniature, and then here you can buy some delicate port glasses for $300.
Yep.
I'm making this up because I can't find it. But my point is this: this is what they're doing in the home
And they
section.
found the saddest picture they ever could of Governor Romney.
Yeah.
I mean, he just looks so sad in that picture.
But
They
even when he's
practically had
sad, he's gorgeous.
They had to manipulate that
Ladies
photo.
love him, man.
The ladies love him. Our next president of
LLMR,
something.
baby.
When you say it's the ladies, you mean it's 4 Mormon wives?
You know what? Cliched, stereotypical
Evil.
humor. I could say the same thing about you, except
Those
they wouldn't be
neighbors
married.
are haters.
Every time I look over,
They're
Jared's laughing, so I'm going there, right?
All right,
Jared
from
got it.
houses to louses. She exposed him.